Hi guys, how you guys doing this morning? I started in November daily because I had such a good time doing the October daily with April's prompts. Now nobody did prompts for me this time, so I'm going to have to do them myself. And I will put a hashtag in my description box, below. So if anybody wants to play along, they can. And I know that I got a little bit, it's the 9th, they're the 10th today, and I only did the first 7 prompts in here. I did post them on Facebook. I have the next week's 7 prompts. I would really love it if somebody else did it with me. I know my friend Meredith, my new friend Meredith, who I got from my swap, is going to do them as well, which is nice. I'm a group person. I like people to participate. I like to participate with people. So anyway, let me show you my first 7 prompts. So here is the book I made. I made a huge spine, which can straighten out or be curved. So the pages look a little small for the book, but as the spine fills up, they will pop out. And you guys know me, I'm a chunky crafter. So in more ways than one. So anyway, I'm not sure if I'm done with the cover. It's really plain for me as a cover, but I want to put maybe a title on it. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, this is what the cover looks like right now. Here is the spine. It's 3 inches. And here's the back. I used some fabric samples from my boyfriend's upholstery shop that the company has discontinued this line, so I was allowed to steal them. Okay, so here inside the first page, I used our good friend Edith, her November page, one of the November pages from her book, to introduce this November. Here is a title page. Don't get all panicky because it's all frilly and lacy and say, oh, this is not my style. I'm trying to go a little bit outside of my box, but I'm just trying to stick to the fall colors, basically, so far in this book. And it does not all look frilly and antique-y, but I particularly liked this Tim Holtz card someone sent me, and I had a really cool frame, so I thought it went well on this page. Anyway, that's my title page. Fall into the Past, November 2019. My first prompt, 10 things that I'm grateful for right now. Now, this is my family, so please don't anybody be creepy about it. Number 1 is my family, my girls, my crazy little dog, and yes, that is his real smile and his real teeth. He smiles when you tell him to smile, and this is me and my boyfriend, so that's the number 1 thing that I'm grateful for. And then for the rest of them, I did a bountiful amount of tags. Yeah, there we go. I used a CD case. I just covered it with some paper, which was embossed with leaves, and then just did a little layout. But for number 2, I said yummy holiday treats. I had one of these old recipe cards, which I always wonder how to use, but fit perfectly in this theme, and I left the recipe intact because it was from Mocha cookies and they sounded delicious. So also then the yummy holiday treats can show through the window, and I thought that was kind of cool. So number 3 is my crafting friends, and I put all the people that I talk to in real life and who's are my favorites, who I follow very closely. I'm a little sad because my friend Lori from Ivory Shutters is not posting regularly anymore, and I think she got rid of most of her stuff, but I'm hoping she'll change her mind. That's just my opinion. So anyway, these ladies all have YouTubes. They are all amazing people, very kind, very supportive, and yeah, so I'm grateful that I found people who like to craft as much as I do and enjoy the same things I do. What do I want? Number 4, time to relax. So I love my time to relax, it is a big deal to me because I have a very high stress job. I work at a hospital. I have, you know, children, and though I consider them all my children, some of them aren't my biological children. And yeah, so I am stretched all over the place, and I work long hours, and I'm lucky enough to have a schedule where I work long hours for 4 days in a row, and then the 5th day I have a bit of a break. So yeah, time to relax is something I am very thankful for. I have a good boss. She lets me arrange my schedule so that I can have a little bit of a break. Okay, number 5, cozy PJs. I am very thankful for cozy PJs. I live in PJs. If you're watching a video this moment, or any moment, I'm probably in pajama pants and a t-shirt, because if I don't have to get dressed for work, because I have to wear, you know, office attire to work, I don't have to leave the house, I am in my PJs. Now, I'm not one of those people that wears my PJs to Walmart or anything, but let me tell you, if I thought it was socially acceptable, I might just try it. Anyway, so that's number 5. Number 6, right now I'm particularly thankful for fall colors. I am such a fall and spring person, and the two things that they have in common are a plethora of colors. Now, obviously different palettes, but beautiful, beautiful colors. So right now, almost all the leaves are coming down in our woods, but oh God, the show that I had this year for fall colors was amazing. And you know, I get excited when everybody starts wearing their fall outfits and the fall colors, and I love the burgundies, and I love, you know, the I'm not a huge brown fan, but it looks so good with burgundy, and you know, like the plum colors. Oh, I love it. I love it this year in particular. It's very exciting to me. Okay, 7, my fuzzy dog. He's a crazy little thing. I love him to death. He's loud and yappy, but he's such a sweetheart. And this year he's starting to get a little white mustache. He's only 4, but I'm told that black dogs get white early. This is from last year, this picture when he was sleeping and calm. So I took a picture. But I'm very thankful for my fuzzy dog because I love him. 8, crisp, cool fall weather. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I'm at a lady of a certain age, and I get the hot flashes. And my boyfriend always runs at a hot temperature. His temperature is never normal. He sleeps with the windows open all year round. And I used to be one of those ladies who was always cold and always needed a sweater and a blanket. And well, this year I'm very happy for crisp, cool fall weather because my body has decided it runs at a different temperature. Number 9, craft supplies. I love craft supplies. Now, I know we all love craft supplies, but I'm excited now that I don't have to go, you know, with junk journaling and the crafting that I do now, I don't have to go and spend a ton of money at Michael's. I can go to the thrift. I can find things that are really inexpensive and old and freaky looking and interesting, and they're just as important in my crafting as something that I spent $70 on at Michael's or Hobby Lobby or what have you. And the group I found, it's acceptable. It's welcomed. They're jealous when I find something cool and old. So yeah, I'm very thankful for that because, you know, I got kids and mortgage and all kinds of things, and everybody could use a little more money, right? Number 10, I'm thankful for favorite movies. I particularly used the Harry Potter series on this tag, but I love, you know, we have certain movies that if there's a marathon on, we will watch it no matter if it's been on 400 times, 500 times. Harry Potter's one of them. Lord of the Rings is one of them. We are a big sci-fi series group of people. So we love it. Now, our youngest daughter is like, oh my God, are we watching Harry Potter again? And she'll leave the room. But, you know, my boyfriend and I are like, yay, there every single time, no matter how many times it's on. And yes, we do own every single movie, but for some reason, it's totally different when it's a Harry Potter weekend on TV. Anyway, so that was 10 things I'm grateful for right now. Number 2, 3 words to describe me. And this is a little plain. I might add something to it, but the 3 words I feel, now this is, my story, my idea of me, describe me are creative, clever. I like to think I'm clever anyway. I don't know how other people feel about it. And loyal. I am the most loyal person, and I know this is true, and everyone who knows me would agree. Now, I'm the first person to call you out if you're doing something that I know is wrong. But if you're right, no matter who's against you, what you're up against, what you've done, how long it takes, I'm there for you. I'm your girl. So those are 3 words that describe me. Number 3, a favorite alternative theme. I love steampunk. I love mermaids. So generally I will do a steampunk theme, but ever since Graphic 45 had the steampunk mermaid under the sea packet, I have been all about some steampunk mermaids. I know everybody's going to wonder where I got these die cuts from. These die cuts have been in my stash forever. I don't remember where I got them. If I figure it out, I will put it in the notes, or I'll mention it in a future. But I look back through all my Etsy. I look back through everything. I can't find where I bought these, but I love them. And they came natural colored. I just used some wax, the metallic wax, to age them and make them look metallic. And here's my journaling card for this. I have some real gears. I have some paper gears that I cut out. This background is a steampunk printable from Victoria Designs, as is this little stamp. And the cover of this ticket. They have every once in a while, they have a big sale where there are huge packages that are usually $100 or something, go on sale for 50% off. And I bought the steampunk one last year. So, and I use a lot. This, the back of this tag behind the lace is also from that. And I just wrote that one of my favorite all-time journal themes is steampunk, especially when it's under the sea theme. I have so much of this stuff in my stash that trying to make a steampunk page comes together so fast, so quick, so easy for me. And the only thing that was a bit of a challenge was I was trying to stick with the autumn colors in my theme, which I thought turned out pretty good. Luckily, the background that I found had a lot of the same autumn colors. And so that is my favorite alternative junk journal theme. So, prompt number 4, a keepsake that may seem trivial to others, but is very important to you. So, I know this seems really weird because I have somebody's grave in a picture on my page, but this is actually my keepsake. This is a picture of it. It's a St. Jude medal, and if you'll notice, his face and his arms and a few other things are actually worn off because this has been carried for so many years. So my Aunt Claire, who is one of the ladies who passed away in my family at 50, she was an amazing person. She was only 50 when she died. She had multiple degrees. I mean, we're talking masters, multiple masters. She lived in Philadelphia. She was the superintendent of a nursing school. She was beautiful. I mean, she had white blonde hair and brilliant clear green eyes and just gorgeous lady. But she, with all of the things that she accomplished in life, there was one thing that just she could never obtain. And let me tell you, I'm not a religious person. I do not subscribe to organized religion. I was raised in a religious family. I just find, I'm not sure exactly where my beliefs lie. I do believe there's something without going too deep into it. But I'm not Catholic. I'm not, I don't go to church. Anyway, I'm not religious, but I do carry this every single day. And I have since I was 23 years old. I am now 50. It's on my keychain. And she carried it for years and years and years before that. So the one thing that she could not accomplish was her boyfriend of many, many decades would not marry her because he was Catholic and had been married before, and his ex-wife was still alive. So in his beliefs, he couldn't get married again, and she just wanted to get married so bad. So a friend of hers had given her the St. Jude medal because, I don't know if you know this, but St. Jude is the patron saint of lost causes. So I'd had a really bad car accident before she died, and I came home after many months in a trauma center learning how to walk and talk and everything all over again. I was severely damaged in this car accident. And I didn't have a car. And it took me about a year before I could even think about driving again. Well, she had been in the hospital with cancer, and I would go see her every day up until the day I had this accident. So she knew something was wrong. And anyway, when she came home, I came home in November, the day before Thanksgiving. So Thanksgiving is a big deal to me. And she came home for a week after being in the hospital for a year, and came home to pass away. And when she passed away, she left me her car because she knew that I didn't have a car. And this St. Jude medal was on her key ring, and I have kept it on every successive key ring car that I've had since then. I'm sure she carried it for years because his face was already gone at the point where I got it. But anyway, so that is a keepsake. That may seem trivial to other people. They wonder why I have this crazy, I'm not religious, why do I have a St. Jude medal? But that's why. And it's on my keychain, and I carry it every day, and every time I see it, I think of her. So that may seem trivial to others, and they may think I'm a little weird, particularly people who know I'm not religious. But that's my keepsake. That's trivial to others, but very important to me. I would be very upset if I lost that. Anyway, so that's my page. Number 5. Today my favorite quote is because. So my favorite quote today is, can't you just see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moonshine? Which is not really a quote. It's song lyrics from James Taylor's song, Gone to Carolina in My Mind. And this is actually my daughter's arm. And this is my foot. And let me get my journaling card out here. I thought this was kind of cool. I journaled on a library card, and I put the author's name and the name of the song. And I said, ever since my daughter was little, she loved the song Carolina in My Mind. Over the years, it's literally been a part of the soundtrack of our lives because she loved that song. I mean, and she has a very eclectic musical taste. She's very into alternative music, but the very first music she loved was James Taylor and at the time Lenny Kravitz. And she was literally like 3 or 4 in her car seat. So anyway, the summer before she left for college, she took me out and treated me to mother-daughter tattoo. She got Can't You Just See the Sunshine? I got Can't You Just Feel the Moonshine? And every day I get to have that on my skin, knowing she has this on her skin. And when she's away at school, which this is her 3rd year, very far away, like we're talking like 9 hours away at school. I miss her so much, and this quote and having that with me every day makes her be on my mind. So, not that she wouldn't normally be on my mind, but it just brings me closer to her. So today, because she's coming home soon for Thanksgiving, but I haven't seen her very much. I've seen her once since last August. Yeah, so she's on my mind, and that's why this quote is important to me right now at this time. And always, but more so at this time. So number 6, the best kind of laughter. Again, this is my crazy family, so I'll show you them briefly, but let me put my hand over them. This is my crazy dog. The best kind of laughter is with my crazy family. And again, here's my boyfriend and our youngest daughter, and my boyfriend acting goofy in a store. Here he is wearing a teeny tiny cowboy hat that we bought for the dog. And this is my daughter licking my cheek. So anyway, that's a quick peek at the pictures. So anyway, my family is a riot. I mean, as I said before, you know, we've only been together as a family, living together for 3 or 4 years. But my family laughs. We laugh so hard sometimes that you can't breathe. Tears are running down your eyes. I've never had such a fun time in my life with people than I have with my family. We all have a bit of a twisted, naughty sense of humor. Our youngest kid is 16, so, you know, everybody's a grown-up, pretty much. Well, I don't know if my boyfriend's a grown-up, but anyway. And we get to laugh and get crazy with each other, and, you know, we all enjoy, you know, adult, grown-up jokes and themes, and, I mean, nothing disgusting or dirty, but, you know, it's funny. It's funny. We also enjoy some, you know, teenage boy humor as well, but we play a lot of Cards Against Humanity. We have game nights. We enjoy the same kind of memes on the internet, and we send them to each other, particularly when my oldest daughter is far, far away. We get to still, you know, interact with her. We have a group of text of Fam Squad that's been going for 3 years. So yeah, we laugh, and we laugh hard, and we laugh like till you can't breathe. It's the best feeling, and that's the best kind of laughter. So that's my crazy family and what we like to do together. Day 7, a favorite mythical creature. So I put fairies because I love fairies. Now, I have many, many favorite mythical creatures, but in particular, I just got these tarot cards last year. It's Fairy Oracle, and I don't read tarot, but I thought that the pictures were gorgeous. And there was a book to try and teach you, but by the time I tried to figure it out, I was like, you know what? I don't know how much of this I'm going to get out of this, but the cards were lovely. So anyway, if I can get this out, I probably glued it in. Come on, there we go. So 2 of the cards that I picked, I put what the cards meant. And basically, this card is about sensing the right moment and timing in life. And so I loved the picture on it. I loved that it was a fairy, and I loved the meaning behind it. Sensing out the right moment, sensing the right timing, about not being scared to fly. So that's what I journaled about on this little card. And I made them pockets, obviously. And then, oops, I'll have to glue that down. This one was called Dragon's Pet, and it was about communication between animals and people, or, you know, magical guardianship companions, or like, you know, like your magical, can't think of the word. Yeah, wow, that's sad, sorry. Anyway, it was about communications between animals, people, fairies, etc. And so that is what that page is about. And that was my last page for this week, 7. I'm going to work on some more this afternoon. I'm going to give you guys the next 7 prompts because I'd really like it if somebody played along with me. I know Meredith is, and I'm very excited about that. But the more the merrier. So here's what I've come up with for the next 7 prompts. Oh, and you know, if you don't like the prompts, use your own. Still play along. I'd still like to see what everybody does. One of the things that I found difficult and I've just recently started journaling, and it was, you know, I loved making the books. I never used them. they just kind of lived in a pile, or I gave them away as gifts, or I swapped them. But I really started to enjoy, I think it's because I'm a little bit adding a little kind of art journaling to it, I guess. I'm not a big writer, but I do write well. I just don't enjoy it. And so anyway, I'm starting to really like using it, and I notice a lot of people are like, how do you use your journals? That's why I'm starting to film these, because this is how I'm going to use my journals. Okay, so next prompts. And you can use these in any order. Matters not to me. One of the prompts is, what was the first beautiful thing you saw today? The next was, the best part of the day. So like, do you like the morning? Is there some particular thing that you look forward to every day at the same time? Anyway, yeah, so journal about that. Mermaids or pirates? So which do you like? Do you like them both? Why do you like them? I'm a huge mermaid fan. I also really like pirates though, so I'm not really sure how I'm going to go with that. But yeah, I thought that was kind of interesting. If you have others that you enjoy and want to do a juxtaposition on, feel free. I'm always interested in what people have to say. So here we go. A person who fascinates me. This can be somebody you know, it can be somebody you don't know, it can be a star, it can be a famous author, it can be absolutely anybody. So just make a page about a person who fascinates you. What is your spirit animal? I haven't even decided what my spirit animal is. I think that I probably would have a hard time pinning it down to one, but I'm going to pick one and journal about it. And yeah, so that's the prompt. What's my spirit animal? The next one is about a book from my childhood. So make a page about a favorite book, or a book you hated, or a book that your parents always read, or a book that was just in your house. It doesn't have to be a children's book. Mine probably will be, but a book from childhood. And then the last one is 3 things I'd do if I had the money. Now mine are probably not going to be that extravagant. It's probably things that y'all have done. I, like I said, was a single parent for a really long time. I have a kid in college and another one coming up. And we're not rolling in the dough, nonetheless. But so the things that I would do are probably things that everybody can afford to do. But 3 things that I would do if I had the money. So those are my next week's prompts that I'm going to start working on today. Again, you can put them in any order you want. And I'm really interested to see what you guys do. I might do something else with this cover. But please, 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 somebody, anybody, everybody, start doing this. I want to see what you do. I'm going to put a hashtag, hashtag TT for Terrific Tomes, NOV for November, Daily 19 for Daily and the Year. And I'm going to try and use that in my YouTubes and my posts. And hopefully you guys will too, so we can see what you're doing. And, you know, I'm not arrogant enough to think that, you know, just because I ask people to do this, anybody's even out there watching or is going to do it. But I would really appreciate it if somebody, you know, a bunch of people did, because I really enjoyed looking at the things that the other people did with April's prompts for October. And I know that there were a lot of people who said, oh, I wish I'd done the October daily. Well, yeah, we're a little bit behind, but we can catch up. And I'd really like to see what you guys have to say and do. And I hope you like the prompts. So anyway, have a great rest of the weekend, and do those prompts, guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.